Pemandangan menghadap ke Laut Cina Selatan, pelabuhan di Kota Kinabalu. Ramai yang melihat ini sebagai peluang untuk ekspor barangan dan perkhidmatan, tetapi tidak ramai yang melihat bahawa usahawan industri kecil sederhana, terutama di negeri macam Sabah, mampu menggunakan peluang itu, terutama menggunakan R&D ataupun pendidikan pembangunan, penekanan teknologi, malah rantaian bekalan dunia. Tetapi saya akan buktikan dalam program Sukses episod kali ini, di Kota Kinabalu sudah ada usahawan yang berjaya masuk dalam rantaian pembekalan dunia dan maju. Kita saksikan kisah SID. Kalau episod terdahulu saya berada di pantai timur Sabah, menunjukkan kehebatan usahawan IKS industri kecil sederhana. Terima kasih kepada SME Bank. Ini program sukses. Kali ini saya kembali ke pantai barat, terbang ke KK Kota Kinabalu untuk melihat seorang usahawan yang juga cukup hebat. Mereka melihat kepada rantaian bekalan antarabangsa, terutamanya dalam pembekalan produk pengguna seperti susu, tapi yang sudah dipackagkan menggunakan teknologi UHT. Dan saya sekarang berada di Colombo, iaitu taman industri pertama yang diwujudkan di Kota Kinabalu. Dan ini ceritanya, dalam kilang ini mendapat persijilan yang diterima antarabangsa, boleh bekerjasama dengan sebuah syarikat multinasional yang begitu hebat, dan produk ini dihantar berpuluh-puluh kontainer seminggu ke serata dunia. Siapa usahawan SME atau IKS yang hebat ini? Datuk Nasirio, you are with me today. Thank you so much for accepting S1 to be here. I've just explained how this is very world class. You have multinational clients, but can you start by telling us how important your operation is, because this is not just to supply to milk in schools only, but this is also moving into the world-class supply chain of the world with the biggest companies out there in the world.
Well, we started quite small, as I said. It's a school program. But later on, we try to make it big. So what I did was, I got the international companies and I work for them. I become their third-party manufacturer. We work for people like Nestle, Kini, Abbott. So now I'm trying to make the commercial part of this business more than the educational part.
Datuk, can you describe to us, because we see many, every second there's a milk carton or box moving.
Yeah.
What kind of volume of shipment are we talking about here?
Well, we started with less than about 7 million packets a year. Now my production is about 80 million packets a year.
Okay.
And most of it is for export.
And you're the second biggest user of the KK pot.
Correct. With our volume of export from Sabah, we are the second biggest user of Kota Kinabalu pot.
Are people sometimes surprised that this is a world-class operation, but it's not in Semenanjung, it's not in Klang Valley, it's not in KL, it's in here, in KK, in Sabah?
Well, we have to try to bring more industry to Sabah. Sabah lacks industry. So whatever we can, in fact, I've been offered to do the same thing in Semenanjung. Okay. But I say it must be in Sabah.
Must be in Sabah.
Because Sabah needs more industry.
Okay. Give us a bit of history. I mean, this company, this factory was already here, but they were almost going to close shop. And you come in and you change the picture to what it is that you have just described. Can you share with us that story?
All right. You see, in Sabah, it's hard for us to, what shall I say, project our own product. We tried, but we failed. So instead of fighting against the giants like Nestle, like Kini, I rather work for them.
Okay.
Because they have to send their product from Semenanjung to Sabah.
Yeah.
Why not I produce for you?
Yeah.
Saya pakai you punya nama.
Yeah.
So I produce for you, and then that's what it started. It started small, then it grew.
But when you do that, when you move to become in a component in somebody else's supply chain,
Yes.
so you can no longer get the bigger margin that you can do when you sell your own product. So now you have to play the volume game.
Correct.
You have to sell a lot more.
Correct. If we are selling our product, we can make about 80 cents per packet. If we do other people's product, we get about 10 cents per packet. But by increasing the volume, then we can get back the same profitability.
Okay. You can calculate the amount of turnover a year. I think that's in the millions already,
Yeah.
value-wise.
Yeah, we about 100 million.
Okay.
100 million.
So that's the wonder. Who would think that one of the main TPM or third-party manufacturer in Malaysia for this kind of technology is actually KK1. And secondly, did you know that Dato' Nasir, he didn't start out as an entrepreneur and a manufacturer. He's actually one of the first early breeds of Malaya and Malaysia's civil engineer. So please condense to us your life history. How from a civil engineer and one of the top civil engineers in the country at that time, free and post-independent, to a manufacturer now.
Well, I came to Sabah on secondment initially, but I like Sabah so much that I stay on. That was in the 60s, about 65, 64, I was here already. So I like Sabah and I stay on. And by staying on, I got involved in other business than engineering.
So you're not originally an entrepreneur.
No.
Malaysia now is trying to have more entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs.
Right, yeah.
Malaysia has to make 98.5% of registered businesses that is SME
Correct,
to
yeah.
become better.
Yeah.
More entrepreneurs, more high quality entrepreneurs. Produce our own technology, our own products and services. What would your advice be? Because even though 98 to 99% of registered businesses are SMEs, but the value of export is less than 40%. The technology used or produced locally is lacking. R&D is lacking. So what would your advice be?
The young man should not be afraid to take chances. That's why the word entrepreneur is you take a chance.
Yeah.
I fail sometimes.
Okay. Tell us about. It didn't start out well for you also. There's a
Yes.
lot of failure.
A lot of failure. But I try to overcome the failure and I keep on trying.
Can you share with us the failure that you still remember until now?
Well, I did some business. I was in travel agency that didn't do well. And then I was in many other things. I'm an engineer at heart, but
Yes.
I also look into other business.
Thank you so much, Dato'.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you
coming.
again in
Yeah.
the other last segment.
Yeah.
After this, I want to sit down with the successor.
Yeah.
The succession planning is important for SMEs. And we'll talk about UHT and conquering the world supply chain after this. SME Malaysia juga mampu masuk rantaian bekalan dunia yang hebat, persijilan, kualiti, contohnya macam ni, semuanya tertutup, terkawal, dijaga sebagainya. Tapi yang lebih baik untuk cerita ni kawan baru saya, Johan. Hai Johan.
Hi, Encik Kamaru.
Terima
Welcome.
kasih. Thank you so much for making time.
Not at all.
Tadi Bapak Johan, Datuk dah cerita pasal asal-usul macam mana bermula. Tapi mungkin saya nak minta Johan cerita mesin yang canggih-canggih ni semua, ada kompartmen berbeza, semuanya dijaga, kita kena pakai sampai selimut kasut dan sebagainya. Maknanya SME Malaysia, walaupun yang di Sabah pun, boleh masuk rantaian antarabangsa, syarikat multinasional, kerana piawaian dia begitu strict atau ketat.
Ketat, ya betul.
Jadi saya nak minta tolong Johan ceritakan tentang UHT dan masuk dalam rantaian bekalan yang ketat piawaiannya ini.
Boleh Encik Kamaru. Mungkin kebanyakan orang tahu atau pernah dengar apa itu UHT, tetapi mungkin tidak tahu di mana UHT perkara ini datanglah. UHT sebenarnya adalah ultra heat treatment atau dia sejenis sterilization process di mana produk yang kita buat di kilang SID masuk ke dalam proses UHT ini, dia akan dipanaskan ke suhu 144 darjah Celsius selama 4 hingga 7 saat. Di mana pada masa tersebut semua patogen, semua bahan-bahan yang toksik kepada badan kita akan dimusnahkan dan steril lah maksud dia. That's why it's called a sterilization process. Dan semua proses UHT ini sebenarnya dibuat di belakang kilang di mana kita punya homogenizer, kita punya flexi tank semua bekerja, dan apa yang kita lihat di sini sebenarnya the heart of the factory, hati di mana kilang ini tersebut. Disebabkan selepas proses UHT, produk akan masuk ke dalam stainless steel pipes untuk masuk ke dalam filling tanks atau filling lines di sini, dan di mana filling lines di sini, produk akan masuk ke dalam packaging material dan akan di-pack dan keluar di conveyor belt nanti.
Okey. Antara kelemahan industri kecil sederhana atau SME Malaysia, dia katakan nilai kualiti. Dulu bila kita kontroversi Proton, sekarang nak buat kereta nasional ketiga, kontroversi. Kalau Proton dikatakan dulu gagal, antara kelemahannya vendor yang memberi bakalan itu tidak mengikut kualiti. Kalau tingkap elektrik tekan, lepas tu tak turun.
Tak turun, ya betul.
Dalam makanan lebih penting lagi kerana orang boleh jadi sakit, Kementerian Kesihatan pun kawal, kementerian lain pun kawal. Jadi, apa rahsia SID untuk jaga kualiti pada tahap antarabangsa? Kerana syarikat multinasional lagilah ketat untuk boleh buat operasi sebegini di Sabah, bukan di KL.
Sebenarnya betul apa yang Encik Kamaru kata juga, sebab kilang di sini adalah satu kilang makanan dan kualiti adalah sesuatu yang memang di hati kita. Apabila produk keluar daripada kilang kita, tanggungjawab kita tidak sampai sana, sebab dia akan sampai di meja makanan di mana orang akan kita punya customer akan memakan makanan tersebut, dan kita memerlukan zat yang penting untuk kesihatan. Dan inilah di mana kita memastikan proses piawaian adalah tahap yang antarabangsa. Kita diaudit bukan sahaja oleh pihak KKM, pihak Jabatan Veterinar, tetapi kita ada professionals yang datang dari luar negara juga untuk memastikan kita mematuhi segala peraturan yang ditetapkan dalam not only the National Food Act, the Food Act, and we also go for international standards as well.
Johan dah jawab banyak soalan yang saya biasa tanya IKS. Kelemahan utama R&D. Johan dah sebut. Sekarang saya nak beri peluang kerana Johan dah buktikan bagaimana lagi dalam Malaysia baru ni. Johan pun orang muda, suka pada Malaysia baru. IKS kita seperti SID ni boleh naik lagi. Kita mau SID jadi macam Nestle atau Dutch Lady satu hari nanti. Dan masalahnya ada lagi undang-undang, birokrasi yang mungkin tidak begitu membantu. Saya beri peluang untuk kameranya untuk Johan minta Malaysia baru tolong SME IKS macam SID. Apa yang boleh diperbetulkan atau dimudahkan?
Bagi saya sebagai seorang usahawan lah, malangnya kita pun pernah terlibat dalam situasi di mana kerajaan tidak begitu ada banyak red tape lah, to just keep it short. Sebab red tape ini akan menghalang atau memberi satu barrier untuk kita meningkatkan daya maju SID untuk bersaing dengan koperasi MNC sedunia. Salah satu contohnya di sini di Sabah yang jauh dari Kuala Lumpur, kita kena we have to ship our products from Sabah all the way to KL before we can actually go to an international audience. So kalau katakanlah kita punya shipping boleh pergi terus ke source, kita boleh mengurangkan kos untuk pengangkutan, kita boleh menjadi lebih efisien di mana kita boleh sampai di tempat atau customer pada masa yang lebih singkat. Dan bukan sahaja itu, bagi saya kerajaan atau badan-badan berkanun sepatutnya bukan menjadi satu barrier lah untuk bukan menjadi satu halangan.
Johan ni baik, dia anak yang baik, GM yang baik, usahawan yang baik. Terima kasih banyak Johan, kawan baru saya, titik UHT tetapi juga inspirasi SME untuk masa depan. Jangan beli yang luar je, orang luar beli SID punya produk. Tapi kita cerita lagi dengan Datuk selepas ini. Hi, you're still watching a very special session of SUKSES thanks to SME Bank from the east coast of Sabah, from Gunung Silam. I'm here, I can see Gunung Kinabalu up there, but I'm in Colombo, my first time in this side of the KK city, and it's the first industrial park. I'm still with Datuk Johan. We've looked at the next, Datuk Nasir. Johan
fills my mind because when I interviewed him in the second block, he gave us a future of a day when Malaysia SME can be on par, if not better, than the Nestle's and Dutch Lady of the world. I believe that will come, but first I want to go to a smaller target for me, which is I like Haagen-Dazs, the ice cream, but my pay is not that much. So I would like to see SID creating premium goods like that for FMCG goods, but for consumers, but at Malaysian palatable economic means. Datuk, can SID do that?
I think we can. We have faced a lot of obstacles, but it's my dream. It's one of my little dreams that I want to come true. So I want something that comes out from Malaysia, Sabah, Malaysia. Because in the world, everywhere you go, you buy Haagen-Dazs, Baskin-Robbins, but these are all the same product. It's made from cream. In fact, a lot of the ice cream we buy now is not real cream. It's all synthetic. But what I'm trying to do is use real cream. Everything is natural product. And also, I want to introduce Sabah products only. Sabah coffee, Sabah cocoa, Sabah tea.
So you can infuse that into dairy product, even ice cream.
Yes.
Having the Sabah tea flavor, having a Ranau cocoa flavor or whatever, right?
Correct, yeah.
So for the future, how do you do that when you know for the first round when you do it, you face a lot of issues, but not with the technology, not with the R&D, but with the bureaucracy?
Well, one thing is we are in isolated, Sabah isolated. Our product cannot sell in a big way in Sabah. It has got to be exported to Semanjung, then from there they go down Singapore, and of course Philippines. So if we overcome the cold chain and sort of hassle of exporting, then we can sort of.
And the market out there wants SID products and services. I'm sure you've been talking, or if not visiting, the big supply chains not only of Europe and America, but also of the East, like China and Japan and Korea.
Yes, correct. You'll be surprised. We are selling a lot of our goods to Vietnam. In fact, about half our product going to Vietnam, and there's a big market in Vietnam. So, I'm sure Cambodia, Laos, even China will look for our product as well.
You have been in the supply chain as TPM, third-party manufacturer for big mills from Europe,
Yes.
or the western side. What about the eastern side? What about the Japanese? You know, our tone looks there very
Correct.
much at the east.
You see the Japanese company, one big one has come to see us. They want us to produce fruit juice, vegetable juice. This is in thing now.
Okay.
People want to drink this fruit healthy, fruit juice, vegetable juice, tomato juice, but their volume is so big and their requirement is so tight that we have almost to start a new factory. But having said that, I'm still game for it.
You're not ruling all this out.
No, I'm not.
But you're going to need new infusion of capital,
Yeah.
new maybe infusion of technology,
Yes.
maybe even new R&D.
New R&D, correct? Yeah, we have to. Yeah.
So you don't see this as a problem, but more of
No,
a challenge.
you see, my long relationship with Tetra Pak, they are prepared to bend backwards to help us. And even Tetra Pak is also undergoing a change. The square pack, now they want to make it more sexy. So it's rounded and things like that. Children like to. The market is for the young now. It's not for people like old like me.
That's why they call it New Malaysia. Also.
New Malaysia, New Malaysian.
So Dato', I think as a Penangai who studied in Europe, came back, served the country, served Sabah before the Malaysian formation is even really, really strong. I think you have the local standard right to give some advice to maybe, let's say, I want to focus this on Sabah first. What more should the Sabah leadership do to allow more Datuk Naseo, more Johan to come out of Sabah? Because if people were asking me to get where is the best UHT processing or factory or R&D in Malaysia, I would never say Sabah. But today, with this program success, I would say this here in Colombo, in Sabah. But that's the point. We want Sabah not only to be known and be focusing on issues like raw materials and products and resources like petroleum gas or timber, but more for the new seed and even maybe green friendly products.
Yeah, I'm glad in a way because Sabah has a new cabinet, the new leaders of Sabah. They are young, and I hope they'll be open to innovative ideas, and they can help to smooth our problem. Our problem are more on red tape, in a way, red tape. So if this can be smoothened out, I think Sabah will be a very good place for business. Yes.
Our SME is good.
Yeah.
Some are very great.
Yeah.
But collectively, on average, we need the whole SME to be better.
Yes.
R&D, technology, producer, maker.
Yeah.
What would your one advice be to make this happen?
My one advice will be to put more people from the industry in their decision making. I feel that decision making nowadays, people in industry are not called upon to give the input, to give the input. So these are the people, we are the ones that are using the services later. So if they can be open-minded on this, then it will be.
Dato', thank you so much for making time to
thank
be
you.
on Success, for hosting me and my crew. I know you sell to the big giants B2B, but for your ice cream, I hope you make one special arrangement for me. I'll sign up as your first customer.
Yeah.
Because it's high time for us to appreciate our own SME, their services and product, not because they are Malaysian, but because they are on par, if not better, than the international, multinational products and services out there. This has been a great session of Success. Terima kasih kerana menonton. Teruskan setiap minggu saksikan pada masa yang sama dan hari yang sama. Program Success dibawakan kepada anda oleh SME Bank. Jumpa lagi.